What's up, guys? My name is Brandon. You guys can call me Swifterrs, and welcome back to a brand new Fortnite video here on my channel. Today I'm coming at you guys with a super exciting video because in today's video we are going to be taking a look at 5 new locations that may be coming to Fortnite. In today's video we are going to be taking a much closer look at 5 crazy concepts that were created by individuals within the Fortnite community. Now, even though all of the locations that I will be showing you guys in today's video are merely concepts, it is very possible that in an upcoming update, Epic Games may actually add all of these new places into the map. Now, the reason why I say that is because, for those of you who don't know, there are actually a ton of things that are currently in Fortnite that once started out as concepts by individuals within the community. Just to give you guys a couple of examples, Haunted Hills actually once started out as a concept over on Reddit, and of course, Epic Games did add this location into the map. On top of that, there are a ton of skins which were once ideas over on Reddit, which are now in the game. Just to give you guys a couple, we have the Tomato Head. Again, this was a concept that started out over on Reddit. Additionally, the Dur Burger skin, now known as the Beef Boss, which is now a skin that we have in Fortnite, and another new skin which is going to be coming to the item shop later this afternoon, the Panda Team Leader. So obviously, as you guys can see, there are a ton of concepts, whether it's locations on the map or skins, that once started out as ideas within the community, which Epic Games has now decided to add into Fortnite. So with all of the locations that we will be taking a look at in today's video, it is extremely possible that in an upcoming update, they will eventually be added into the map. Alrighty guys, now to go ahead and start this list off, the very first new location that we may see coming to Fortnite in an upcoming update is a really awesome snowy area. Now, as you guys know, we actually have a little bit of a snowy location on the map, being the Viking ship area. Unfortunately, this is a very small portion of the map, and in contrast to the bottom right hand corner of the map where we have Paradise Palms and that gigantic desert area, it would be extremely awesome if in an upcoming update, Epic Games decided to expand that small snowy area that we have over by the Viking ship and the waterfall, and they turned it into a gigantic winter biome. Now, I don't know about you guys, but I think something like this would fit into the Fortnite map perfectly. As you guys can see in the bottom left-hand corner, we do have Paradise Palms and that giant desert biome, and it only makes sense that on the complete opposite side of the map, we also have a winter or a snowy biome. For me, I pretty much never go to that left-hand side of the map. I never go to Snobby Shores. I never go to Haunted Hills. So if Epic Games added a snowy area to the left-hand side, I definitely think it would increase the likelihood of people visiting that area. And obviously, as I said, it would fit perfectly given that we have a desert biome in the bottom right-hand corner. Now, the concept images that I just showed you guys were made and provided to me by a good buddy of mine known as Sardar and his good friend Vov. Both of them make super awesome and very crazy Fortnite concepts, and if you guys want to go ahead and check them out, I will have their links in the description below. But for the majority of the concepts that we're going to be taking a look at throughout the rest of this video, all of them are pretty much made by both of them. So, moving on to the next new location that we may see coming to Fortnite, this one is super awesome. Here we have a new volcanic lair known as Volcano Valley. Again, this concept is so crazy looking, and I honestly think that this is another new location that Epic Games should definitely consider adding into the map. Now, there are definitely a couple of potential areas where this new Volcanic Island or a volcanic lair could be added into the map. The first which being in the very northern right-hand corner of the map, up above Wailing Woods and Tomato Town, right where Risky Reels is. As you guys can see, we have sort of an out cave into the ocean, and we have a little island of this volcanic lair. I think this could be super awesome because we haven't really seen anything like this added into the match. What I mean by that is all of the areas that lead all the way up to the water pretty much just fall straight off. We don't necessarily have any beachy looking areas, so if this sandy area was added to the northern right hand corner of the map that extended out into a volcanic island, I definitely think that would be extremely awesome. Now, in addition to potentially adding this volcanic island just above where Risky Reels used to be, we may be able to add it in a different location just north of Pleasant Park. This would essentially be where the giant soccer stadium used to be, and obviously I think that's something that definitely needs to go here. I was honestly a little bit surprised that Epic Games didn't add anything when Season 5 dropped here in the match, and instead this is just a giant open area, so a new volcanic island at this location could definitely be super awesome. Obviously, if it was added just above Pleasant Park, I guess it wouldn't necessarily be a volcanic island, rather it would just be a giant volcanic area, and overall I think wherever Epic Games does decide to potentially add this location onto the map, it'll definitely make for some super awesome gameplay. So moving on to the next new location that we may see coming to Fortnite, this one is super awesome. Here we have Llama Land. As you guys can see in the bottom right hand corner, we have it here on the map, and it's sort of intruding on where Loot Lake is supposed to be. I don't know about you guys, but if Epic Games changed around or completely removed Loot Lake from the map, I definitely would not be upset. I hate Loot Lake, I really don't think it's good, and I'm honestly surprised that after all of these seasons, Epic Games has still yet to improve Loot Lake. So if Epic Games changed around Loot Lake by making it a Llama Land, myself and I'm assuming a lot of you guys probably wouldn't be all that upset. On top of that, it makes a lot of sense because I don't know if you guys saw, but we go back to this concept image. These llamas are in place of sphinxes that we would typically find on the pyramids or near the pyramids in Egypt. So obviously the sphinxes and now the llamas would definitely be a funny, cool addition into the Fortnite map. And honestly, a lot of people were under the impression that when Season 5 dropped here in Fortnite, we were actually going to have giant pyramids scattered all throughout the map. Unfortunately, that didn't come out to be true. However, with this Llama Land concept, it is very possible that in an upcoming update, Epic Games will significantly alter or change Loot Lake and may potentially turn it into Llama Land. So continuing on to another new location that we may see coming into Fortnite, possibly in an upcoming update, maybe even for the introduction of Season 6 here in Fortnite Battle Royale. This is some sort of crazy alien base. As you guys can see, this is another concept that was created by my good buddy Sardar, and with this alien base, it's really crazy because this kind of reminds me of the area that we had at the very bottom of Dusty Divot as soon as Dusty Divot was added into the match. So this could be a better and improved version of Dusty Divot because I don't know about you guys, but I absolutely hate a Dusty Divot. So maybe with the release of Season 6, Epic Games could completely cover up Dusty Divot, make it back into a flat area, and instead of it being a giant open valley, they add this alien base or this alien volcanic looking island or a volcanic looking mountain. Regardless, a location like this I definitely think would be a super awesome addition into Fortnite, possibly with the release of Season 6. So moving on to the fifth and final new location that we may see coming to Fortnite in an upcoming update. This is a location which has actually been circling around the Fortnite community for quite some time, and I briefly talked about it on my channel in a previous video of mine, but here we have Pirates Paradise. Again, as I mentioned earlier, this is actually a location which has been circling around the community for a very long time. However, it's a really cool concept, and I honestly think that Epic Games definitely needs to pay attention to this particular area of the map, right in between Greasy Grove and Flush Factory. I feel like Flush Factory and the new factories to the right of it are two locations where people really don't go all that much, and aside from Greasy Grove, this area or this particular side of the map is pretty untouched. So if Epic Games sort of expanded on this area and added a Pirates Paradise beachy area with pirate ships, treasure chests, palm trees, huts, and so much more, I definitely think that a lot of people would start to make their way over to this location on the map. And as I mentioned earlier with the Volcanic Island, as it sloped down into the beaches on the top portion of the map just above Risky Reels, we may be able to see that happen again with Pirates Paradise because, as I mentioned earlier, Epic Games has sort of not really played along with the water that's surrounding the entire Fortnite map, and instead it just made the entire island something that completely slopes off and drops off into the water. There really isn't any location that we can explore on the outskirts of the match. So regardless, I would absolutely love to see Pirates paradise added into the map in an upcoming update. Regardless, guys, that is going to be it for today's video. I hope you guys enjoyed it. If you did, please be sure to drop a like down below, subscribe if you're new. Let me know your thoughts about all of these crazy location concepts in the comment section below. Do you guys like them? Do you guys hate them? Do you guys think that in an upcoming update, Epic Games may actually add some of them into the match? As I mentioned earlier, be sure to check out my good buddy Sardar and his good friend Vav, as they are the creators of the majority of the location concepts that I showed you guys in today's video. With all of that out of the way, I hope you guys enjoyed, and I'll be sure to catch you guys later.